Hey, what's happening, guys? It is Kent Clothier here. Welcome to our video podcast. Glad you made it here. As usual, I have a very, very special guest here, buddy of mine by the name of Dave Brown. Dave, what's happening, brother?
What's going on, Kent? Thanks for having me.
No, man, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this. Guys, I asked Dave to be on here. Dave is a very, very successful investor up in the New York area. I'll let him introduce his company and tell you a little bit about it here in just a second, but he's a guy that I have a ton of admiration for. It's a guy that, man, God, how long have we known each other, dude? Is it 2009, 2010?
I would say 6 years.
Yeah, right. It's been good. It's definitely gone back. So we've known each other for a long time. A little bit of history. Dave, came to us through one of our products and services. Was part of our original launch out into the world here. We connected at a really early stage in my career, and as well as him and his partner at the time, and just became really good friends. I turned to Dave to this very day for a lot of website work, a lot of our SEO work, as well as kind of just keeping my finger on the pulse of what's happening up there in his market. So, dude, it's really my pleasure to have you on here, man. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm psyched to share some information with your team there and your sphere.
Yeah, dude. So you know the drill. I mean, this is really low-key, casual thing. All I really wanted to do is just talk a little bit, maybe specifically about a deal or deals that you've got going on, all that kind of good stuff, and maybe some of the systems that you've used, some of the strategies, techniques, just anything you're really willing to share out here. That's the whole point of this. We're trying to really break it down for people and show them what's really possible. And I know you're a huge advocate of that. So talk to us a little bit. First, let me give you 30 seconds here. Tell us a little bit about your business, where you are, all that kind of good stuff, what you focus on.
Yeah, I've been in the real estate business now for 14 years, so both as an agent and investor. No longer an agent anymore. I still have, I guess I don't really have an active license. I could activate it if I want, but I have no desire sitting with sellers and holding buyers' hands and doing any of that stuff. I've been there, done that. It's not what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about marketing. I love positioning myself online. I love building leverage in my business. Using systems that you provide, Kent, enables me to do that in a nice way. As far as leveraging the systems, using the database that's there, doing mail, and then I actually have a referral group here locally. My ex-business partner, we're still business partners, we do deals together, but a lot of the marketing that I do, and I have seller leads coming in both online and via phone call, I'm looking for sort of that needle in a haystack, right? I mean, I'm not going to be wholesaling or flipping every single lead that comes in, but my partner, the guy that I work with, Randy, he's a full-time real estate agent, right, and also does wholesaling as well. So I'm able to monetize a lot of the leads that come in, whether I wholesale them or not. And that's predominantly what I do. Is I'm predominantly a wholesaler. I don't do any renovation, any rehab. I'm interested in getting in and out. I don't want to have money tied up. I'm not interested in all that risk and everything else that comes with it. I like to get in. I like to get out. I like to play the middleman. I like to position myself as the go-to investor, and I do that by leveraging the internet and your marketing systems.
Right. So, dude, talk to us about you said you're primarily focusing on marketing and wholesaling. Talk to us real quick about the year to date. I know you were sharing some numbers with me on wholesaling. You're still out there just kind of banging away on it, still making some deals happen, right? On a pretty consistent basis.
Yeah, I have a fifth wholesale is going to close this month, and keep in mind, I mean, this isn't all that I do.
Totally,
right?
Totally.
I'm an affiliate marketer. I do internet marketing. I do real estate investor websites. I help other investors get found online, and then I also refer out the leads that come in for a marketing fee, what have you, whatever it is. But all of the wholesales, the fifth one that's coming in actually came through from someone finding me on the internet. The last two came through that way. The first three of the year came directly from Find Motivated Sellers Now, using that system.
Right.
And it's probably from about 800 letters that I mailed out to just the Dutchess County, Orange County, Ulster County area, which is like there's like 3 counties that all border, where I live.
Totally.
So it was about 800 letters, and I didn't send them out consistently the way Kent teaches. I think I only sent them out one time. I actually did two different lists twice this year, but I didn't mail the same list like 3 or 4 times like Kent recommends. So shame on me. I'll have to work on that next time. But the reality is, it still produced results, right? I still was able to close those deals. 3 wholesale deals that directly came from the Find Motivated Seller Now system was that close to $35,000 in profits.
So let me get this straight. So let me make sure I got
$800 and
yeah. So let me make sure I got this right. So basically, doing it half-ass and spending $800 and not doing it the way that you absolutely know to do it, you still generated roughly 35 grand in revenue.
Right.
Yeah, I think all things considered, that I would count that as a big win, brother. I would count that as a success all day long.
Right, and I mean, let's be transparent here. I mean, I market your systems as well as an internet marketer, as an affiliate, right?
Right.
And so I only market and promote things that I actually believe in and use myself.
Right.
Right, and so the proof is in the pudding. The system works. It's a no-brainer, and where can you get a return on investment like that?
Totally, dude. I mean, I get it, right? I mean, the bottom line is, and part of the reason why I wanted you to be on here is that you touched on it earlier. This is you're at a season in your life where you're sitting there and just doing what you're really passionate about doing, right? You're passionate about marketing in many forms, quite frankly. And so to generate $35,000 on 2 or 3 deals and do it in a completely passive way while you've got other stuff going on that's also generating income for you. And by the way, you own your time and you get to do what you want to with your time. I mean, all things considered, dude.
Yeah, it's just I'm lazy.
No, I'm just saying the point is you're living the life you want to live, right? I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of people that look at that and they're like, holy cow, that's the pinnacle of success. When you can sit there and create passive income, or I shouldn't say passive, that's not necessarily, it's active income. You're creating the income, but it's not like you're out there digging ditches, and you're certainly not running sellers up and down the street, or you're certainly not out there banging on doors looking for listings. You're not doing any of that stuff. You're sending some letters, taking some phone calls, and flipping a few houses.
Well, here's the even the cooler thing, and this is how I'm kind of building my business to scale it moving forward and going to other areas. But I mentioned I have a friend of mine, partner Randy. So the first 3 deals of the year, I made the phone ring, and I just sent him the lead. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything after that except collect the check.
No, dude, it's perfect, right? You're doing exactly what we talked about doing. Basically, do what you love and outsource everything else. Right. You did it.
Right.
I mean, I know you're passionate about
all the negotiations. He dealt with all the attorneys. All that stuff. And all I did at the end of the day was collect the check. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I love it. And the cool thing is, right, out of the 5 wholesale deals, 3 of the ones that came from your system, not only did I mail the letters with your system, right, but they didn't call me. They came through my website, right? They filled out my form on my website.
Right.
So, and I teach this all the time with people. You got to have sellers you have to give them more than one way to contact you, right?
Totally.
Someone might not want to pick up the phone.
Totally.
They might want to know who the hell you are first before they do business with you. And if they can't find you on the internet, it's not a lot of credibility and authority for you if they can't find you. If they do find you, it just builds a tremendous amount of credibility and authority for you in their eyes, and it makes you 100% like you're the person that they want to do business with.
So,
and that's a perfect example, right? 3 out of the 5 they came directly through my website, and I followed up with them. And the average wholesale deal in our area is like 15 grand. So
yeah, because you're an expensive area part of the country.
Yeah, right.
What's the big you probably just shared it, but what's the big nugget that you would share with people about what's going on right now?
Two nuggets is, the internet is nuts. I mean, it's a huge opportunity. I mean, just think of in terms of social media alone, right? I mean, Ken talks about this all the time with like Facebook. How many people are just actually tapping into the internet on a daily, weekly basis? I mean, the numbers are staggering. And so when people go to look up or want to find information, I mean, we all do it. What do? You go to Google and you go to the search bar and
Yep.
you research what you want to find. It's the new yellow pages. So that's one nugget, right? I mean, you need to position yourself online. And I'm not just talking about some crappy landing page or squeeze page that a lot of these software systems, that databases that are out there that give you. I mean, you need something more robust than that. You need to have like a professional type website that is content driven, right? Because Google and the search engines love content. They love video. Like I think like 95% of all the traffic over the next 10 years that are going to be visitors that are going to be websites is going to be directly from video. And so you need to be online. The second thing is utilize the resources and the relationships that you already have in your area, right? For instance, we have an attorney, real estate attorney, that we've been working with for the past, I would say, 5 years. And he's an outside the box thinker. He's just a real estate attorney. And so when we were starting to build our cash buyers list, we went to him first, and he gave us a list of 3 or 4 repeat investors, guys with deep pockets who buy 2 to 3 properties a month. And, whenever we get a potential wholesale deal, they're the ones we call first. And they've probably bought, I would say, 75% of all of our wholesales. Those 3 or 4 guys.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so when you develop that relationship like that with the real players in the market, you don't need a huge cash buyers list. You just need to know who the real guys are, and you can flip them houses all day long. That's two things that I would focus on.
What are the systems, Dave, that you use or have used in your business from our company?
The cash buyers.
Yep.
1-800-SELL-NOW, right? I think I'm no longer a license holder, but Randy still is. He's never let
Yep.
it go, right? I think we've been a franchise holder with you for 6 years.
Yep.
And he's got Westchester, Dutchess County. He just put 1-800-SELL-NOW on garbage trucks across all of Westchester County.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
it took him
awesome.
about a 3-month process to get it, into shape. And but I don't know if the trucks are rolling out yet, but it's happening.
That's
So
pretty cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. Never really leveraged the private lenders too much. I mean, we did some mailings when we thought about getting into rehabbing, but it's never something we ever did.
Totally.
Never needed the private funds to close on and hold deals. I mean, it's just not how I do things.
Right. No, I get it, man.
Everyone's business is different. So.
Well, dude, it's about that time. I try to hold these to about 15 minutes. First, I just want to let you know I appreciate you sharing both pieces of advice there, man. That was really, really good. I love what you said about networking with a local attorney or a local title company or a local hard money lender. All those guys. It's a good old boys club. When you can get to those people, you'll quickly figure out who the players are. There's so many people that are stuck trying to do it the way the latest guru is teaching somebody, or they're on some webinar, or they've read some book or whatever. And what the reality of it is, and you've said it a couple times, and you've heard me say it many times, it is all about leverage, right? Figure out where the leverage points are in your market, in your business, and exploit them. It's that simple. Or else go work your ass off and fight it out with everybody else in the trenches, and you might get a couple deals done. If you can go find out who the buyers are that are really doing deals and go shopping with, for what they want, you got a business. If you can go off and create, like you said, get a website and get it highly ranked in your market and basically pick up a bunch of organic traffic off of the web right there, you've got a leverage point. All of a sudden you've got leads. If you have leads, now third point you touched on, if you don't wholesale them, you've got other guys that you're pushing those leads to that ultimately they are paying you, for you're basically being able to market leads to other realtors or your other partners, and they're able to do something with them. So there's a lot of different ways to create leverage and make things happen in your business. I appreciate you kind of echoing that on this call.
Yeah. My biggest thing is, definitely set yourself apart, right? When everyone's going in one direction, go in the other.
Amen, bro.
That's why I position myself on the internet, right? Everyone else is throwing up bandit signs on telephone poles and doing direct mail with just a phone number on it and these stupid yellow letters and everything else. I don't do any of that crap. I just don't.
Right.
And I position myself in a unique way.
I love it. How do people get in touch with you, dude?
Go to realestatevisionaries.com, or you could email me at david@workwithdavebrown.com. Find me on Facebook too.
Beautiful. All right, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing today. And guys, until we meet again, we will talk very soon. Peace. See you, dude.
Man, thanks.